premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. The movie Call Me By Your Name is getting award buzz. It's a coming-of-age film about a teenager struggling with his sexuality and discovering a same-sex romance.
So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
Sounds fun. All right, later.
Sicuramente è meglio di quello dell'anno scorso.
Just watch, this is how we'll say goodbye to us when the time comes. Later.
Meanwhile, we'll have to put up with him for 6 long weeks.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Joining us is one of the stars of the film, getting his own talk about a possible Oscar nomination. Please welcome the award-winning Michael Stuhlbarg. Hi, Michael.
Hi. Hey, Michael.
Welcome.
Thank you. We didn't want to jinx you with that. No jinxes there.
Okay.
I did see your face when I read that. You're like, ah.
You play a supporting role in this film. You play the father of the teenage boy. Your role might be smaller, but it turns out to be a very important one.
He's the father of the young boy who's going through all this romance, and it's a very special summer in his life, and I play his father, and I'm watching what's going on with him and have my concerns and my my sort of, I lay back and I watch what he's going through, and I hope that he's going to be okay, and we have a very beautiful heart-to-heart at the very end of the film.
Right, and regardless of your sexual orientation, everybody can remember the pubescent years and kind of going through, you know, boyhood to manhood or girlhood to womanhood. Did it bring you back kind of to your experiences?
It was the director's intention, I think, to sort of have this film be one of those summers that everyone hopefully has in their lives that they can look back on, that is a warm, buoyant, loving time when you experience something very, very deeply and can look back on with hopefully with good thoughts.
Well, the scenery is gorgeous. Must not have been a bad day to be shooting in Italy.
No, it's pretty extraordinary. One of the benefits of what I get to do. What's that?
I think I was there. I went there this summer.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
Yes,
we shot
that very table.
Yes, I was there. I was eating gelato there. No, I'm kidding.
No. It was an extraordinary place. We shot in the north of Italy in a little town called Crema, where the director lives, and it was almost a character in the film itself.
One thing that seems to come across in all of your roles is like there's an intellectualism that sort of seeps through. Is that something that you think just comes naturally for you in terms of it just shows itself in your characters, or do you find that, you know, directors go to you because of that?
I don't know. It's a good question. I sort of feel like as an actor, oftentimes you don't have much choice over what things come your way. So I just throw myself out there and hope for the best. And I guess as it's turned out, I have played a couple of professors in my in my time, and I've had some tricky dialogue to deal with. But I also love to learn. You know, that's one of the things I love about being an actor as well. So I feel like it's been a good thing.
Yeah, and we understand that you studied here at Northwestern.
That's right, when I was a kid, yeah.
When you were a kid.
When I was a kid.
Talk about your time at Northwestern.
When I was 15 years old, I applied for a summer program that they do at Northwestern University for high school kids, where they can come and study drama for the summer. And I went, and it kind of opened my eyes to the possibilities of what a life as an actor could be. And it really opened my eyes and my mind and my heart to the idea of doing this as a profession, and it was kind of a touchstone summer for me when I was coming of age, so to speak. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going back to this movie, you know, I saw Armie Hammer in an interview. He does a great job in the film. He said he took this role because it scared him. It scared him. He had never kissed a man on screen, let alone in his personal life, and he wanted to do this film to inform, to teach, for the social message. Was that important for you as well?
I think, I think the love story in the film is something that everybody will be able to feel. And one of the things that I guess we look for as actors are those roles that scare you, you know, that give you an opportunity to stretch yourself, to challenge yourself, to give you challenges, because sometimes we get pigeonholed, and sometimes that can be tedious to do the same kind of thing over and over again. But yes, I think the social message of this film is a beautiful one of love at a time in our lives and in the culture right now when people could use a little uplifting and a little compassion.
Right.
Acceptance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like your career is one that has just hit the right mark, because it's kind of, you're this classic character actor, you're doing these meaningful roles, you're not necessarily like the, you're not doing like action-packed, the head of the headliner, but it's like you have a longevity to your career, and it's going to keep going because of the passion and the intellectualism you bring to your characters. Are you happy with where you're at right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. About 8 or 9 years ago, the Coen brothers cast me in a film of theirs called A Serious Man, and since then it put me on the map in a way that people hadn't really known me before, because up till then I had done mostly theater in New York City. So to have the chance to do the kind of things I've had the opportunity to do has been a huge benefit, and like I mentioned, I love challenges and the kinds of things I've gotten to do. To have a long career is something I've always hoped for, so I hope it continues that way.
All right, and we know you recently did a film with Michael Shannon, who was recently on our show.
right.
Yes,
Shape of Water.
That's right.
That must have been really cool to work with him and Octavia Spencer.
Oh, it was remarkable. The whole cast was fantastic. Michael is remarkable. I got to see aspects of him and what he did and what he does, and his acute sense of where the camera is at any particular time, where the lens is pointing at. And Octavia is so full of love and full of passion, as well as Sally Hawkins and Richard Jenkins and Doug Jones and Guillermo del Toro directed the film. It's kind of a, what you call a magic realism, kind of sci-fi romance. It's a mixture of many genres, but it's a whole lot of fun. It's a love story between a young woman and a creature of sorts.
Right. Much different love story, but a love story nonetheless.
Love story nonetheless.
You got it,
Michael,
Michael.
thanks for
Thank you.
joining us today. All the best to you.
Thank you.
And of course, with the film, be sure to catch Call Me By Your Name when it hits theaters here in Chicago on Friday, December 15th. We'll be right back.